Hello, 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 my friends. This is me, Tracy Allen. Happy New Year's Eve. I hope that you are doing well, excited about a new year. And I know that part of 2020 is going to spill into 2021. It's not like the new year is going to come and we get to just be back to normal. It's moving forward on and finding the good and wherever we can. And so I wanted to do this quick live. I'm not going to be on here all day, but I wanted to take some time out to acknowledge people that I personally lost in 2020, and then share with you good things that are coming up. So like I said, I don't want to be on here too long, so I'm going to get started with some people that I've lost that were close to me. Um, One person in particular, first person that left at the beginning of the year is Dr. Henry Anderson. Dr. Henry Anderson, he was the chancellor, founder of City University, Los Angeles. He had an online school that he was helping people to learn specific things that they wanted to learn. It was a very different, unique kind of online college. And he wrote several books. He was very healthy. He swam, every day. He drank warm water. He was always talking about good health. And I forget exactly how old he was when he passed away. But Dr. Henry Anderson, I know that he was at least he was in his 80s. But he was a good guy. And I hated to know that he left here. Next person that left at the beginning of the year was Jerome Taylor. Jerome Taylor made a lot of music. He loved being on his organ and just coming up with new music and stuff. And we shared a lot when it came to video. I was the first person to make a video for his music. And he was just on fire from there. He was like, oh, this is so great. He just had never seen his music put into a visual. And that just, it inspired me to know that I was able to do that for him, to inspire him to want to have more videos. And then he started creating his own videos and stuff. But I always share technology and stuff with him. So he left at the beginning of the year. And I'm pretty certain that it was due to COVID. Now, I heard a different story, but he was someone that always bragged about how healthy he was, what good shape he was in, and how he was doing so good, and that he never gets sick. And at the beginning of all of this stuff, all of a sudden, he started having respiratory issues and wound up in the hospital and couldn't breathe. And next thing you know, they said that it was complications due to diabetes. But this was at the beginning of COVID here in America. So rest in peace to Jerome Taylor. Donna Thomas. Donna Thomas was someone that when I first got on Facebook and online and stuff, there were all these little groups that I was a part of, and we were all learning how to be on Facebook and everything. And so Donna was a sweetheart, and she's gone. I think she was only in her 50s. And so she's gone. It wasn't due to COVID, but I forget what was it that took her out. But rest in peace to my friend Donna. Toki Tucker. Toki was the first person that I had met that had her head shaved bald because she was going through chemo at the time, and she just looked fabulous. Like, I hadn't met anybody that was going through chemo that I knew of. And she was just looking so beautiful. And so she had beat that cancer, then she got it again, and then she succumbed to it this year. So rest in peace to Toki Tucker. Darren Miller, he was a good friend, awesome DJ. I was a fan of his on Mixcloud for years. I listened to his music, and then one day he said he was coming to San Diego, and he came here. I had a chance to go check him out at the club and listen to him DJ live, and he was awesome. Really good guy, and unfortunately, he passed away of colon cancer. April Nini, this is a friend from Pittsburgh. We grew up together. Her husband actually lived on the same street as me, and I had a chance to go back to Pittsburgh, and she was always supportive of while I was going through my treatments and stuff. And then one day she found out that she had it, and she fought and fought. And so ultimately, she succumbed to breast cancer this year. So rest in peace, April. Barbara Carsons. Barbara Carsons is my friend. Cheryl, Cheryl Sisson's mother. Whew, sometimes, y'all, sometimes. But anyway, Cheryl's mom, she was such a sweetheart. She was so full of life and just always smiled, and just a very kind lady. I was around her a number of times. Hardly got a chance to see her this year, but I did get a chance to be a part of the drive-by to wish her happy birthday earlier this year. But she's now passed recently. She's gone. So rest in peace to Barbara. And my cousin Daba Hughes, he was just so funny. He would call me just out of the blue, and he never made any sense. He would just talk about whatever was at the top of his head and stuff. But he was a kind person. I loved him dearly. And he was telling me the next time I come back to Pittsburgh that I could stay at his apartment. Sorry. That I could stay at his apartment because he had his own apartment, but he stayed somewhere else as well. But he, when my son and I went to Pittsburgh to visit, be there for the funeral of his son that passed away a couple of years ago, he let me stay, and my son stayed at his apartment. So he had told me this year, he said, whenever you come in town, you got a place to stay. You can just stay in my apartment. And so now he's gone. So this year has been a bit of a challenge. Sorry. Didn't think I was going to get emotional, but I guess it's a lot. And a lot of people are going through a lot. My friend Lily Beth just lost her brother. So, people are dealing with stuff. And we just keep moving along because that's all we know to do. There's no getting off of this ride, And if you get off before you're supposed to, well, then you miss out on a lot of good stuff. So you got to hang in there and just get through it. And we'll get through it. So I just want to say rest in peace to all of those folks that I've just mentioned. And I want to talk about the things that are coming up. So you guys have seen me posting the cup, me holding my cup. Oh, I have it in a dishwasher. But my cup from the Heart to Heart talk show, that show, I am the producer, you guys. I'm not going to be on camera. You're not going to see me out there with everybody else. I'm going to be behind the scenes working things. I'll be in my element, taking care of the technology and keeping that show looking pretty sharp and stuff. So that's my friend Sherry Elise is the founder of the Heart to Heart talk show, and she's got Cyrus Webb and Patrice Tanaka and Rich Osigura. I'm probably going to mess that up for quite some time, but all amazing people. And so I'm looking forward to that happening. So that is one talk show. And that one is premiering on Wednesday, the first Wednesday in January. So we've been behind the scenes getting everything ready for that. Another talk show is I had Rashida Francis on a live. I interviewed her last week. Or was it this week? I think it was this week. I don't know. But Rashida Francis, she is the founder, CEO of Amaze LLC. She's a grant writer. She's got her talk show. She's going to have T-shirts and all kinds of goodies coming out, physical, tangible things. And she's got her party that she's going to be launching for the vision board so that you can get on the right track with yourself for 2021. So that's all chock full of goodies and stuff. And so when I'm posting stuff about both of these people, that's because I'm going to be behind the scenes helping them to do what it is that they want to do, to help them realize their dreams and be that support so that they can get their message out to the world. and enjoy it. You know what I mean? So if they get to talk and do what they want to do, and I get to be behind the scenes and move things around and just make things happen, then that's a win, 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 win. Okay. So I hope that you guys were able to see and hear me. Sometimes, the next couple of days is going to be a lot of cleanup for me. I'm going to be on my computers, making sure that I get rid of a lot of stuff so that I have space to be able to do the things that I need to do, want to do, and then we'll just be ready for 2021 when it's time for me to launch these shows. So if you have any questions, please, y'all know how to reach me. Just go ahead and hit me up via message. Go to my site, digitalmarketingsupply.com. That is where you can leave a message, contact us, leave me a message and stuff if you have any questions. And if you don't have any questions, just, stay tuned, pay attention, and just stay in gratitude. So thank you so much for checking it out, stopping by. I got my little festive balls on. I'm not going anywhere. I'll be right here at home celebrating. If I'll probably be asleep because I normally fall asleep before the new year comes in. So thank you so much, you guys. I appreciate everybody that has been a part of my life. It's always lessons to learn from everyone that enters your life, always learning. So it's always a good thing. All right, I'm out. I'm going to go take care of stuff, and I will talk with you guys another time. Peace and blessings. Bye-bye. Much love.